Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Delighted as always to be joined by Lyndon Arthur, the winner. Tough competitor, Liam Cameron, where he's come from, his journey. But look, you march on tonight, you got the job done and you move on to bigger and better things. Just give us your initial reaction.
The main thing, I got the job done. Look, everyone can see that wasn't my best performance by a long shot. Fair play to Liam. He dragged me into a little bit of a daft game. I was a bit. I got the weight wrong.
Yeah.
For the first time in my life.
It's not happened to you before, has it?
No, it's not. I just misjudged it like a bit of a, call myself a dickhead, and it kind of shown in there. But about the fourth round, I was feeling a bit fatigued, and it was weird. I was like, fucking hell, Pat's going on at me, and Pat's telling me to do things. I can see what he wants me to do. I could see what I wanted to do. And it was a bad night in the office, but I got the win. That's the main thing.
I was going to say, if you're not performing up to scratch or up to a standard you'd expect, but you're still managing to come away with the win, every cloud.
I also might have dropped a little bit of a level. Liam come there tonight that was his big fight. He beats me, and he's announced himself on the British scene, and people talk about me being top 5 in Britain and stuff like that. With the other big like heavyweights in Britain, so here he is now. So he pushed me to do that, to perform like that. So. Fair play to him.
In terms of the performance, what's going to be needed to be changed up for this next camp? Because like you said, you're going to kick on now.
I just got to do weight better. It's my bad. It's my own fault. Be a bit more professional. And that won't happen again.
Did he surprise you in there? I know obviously the level you've been at before, and everyone knows his story with his length, but. Did he catch you by surprise with a few things? I know it was a bit of gamesmanship and you were both talking, but
not so much surprise. I knew he was going to come and bring he had to bring his best game and he did that. Did that, so I expected that. So when I catch the card back, what a surprise! He's been champion before, so it's built with him and it's built inside him, and he brought it out today.
In terms of what is next, in terms of opponents, I know you'll probably go look. Few days, a week off, chill, relax. Look, camps are grueling, whether they go right or wrong for you, and you'll know yourself, and let wounds heal. Tiny little bit of a graze there, but big fights ahead for you. The likes of obviously we hear about Yarden Blacks, but there's a Dan Azeez who's just come off a draw last week. He'd be a good fight.
He'd be the first person to say that you can't always perform the best. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. But yeah, the big fights are there. Like you say, the people you just mentioned. Look, I got the win, and we move on.
Still, I mentioned it earlier in the week about your journey and where you come from, what you could have been doing. You told me you wanted to be a barrister when you were younger.
When I was 14.
And you're here now, and you're gonna kick on to some big fights again.
It's a crazy difference, isn't it? What we do, what we put our bodies through as boxers. We have to be a little bit tapped in the head, a bit crazy to go through this, because it's not always fun getting punched in the head all the time. But it is what it is, it's fair game.
Does it take it out of you, after the fight, you sit back, even when you've had a win, a tough fight, and you sit there sometimes and go,
my son's telling me he wants to come out and celebrate with me. He's 9 years old, I don't know where he wants to go, I'm going home.
Celebration?
I'm going home.
Would you let your kid box?
You know what, he's got the bug, He's getting the bug. At first, I didn't want him to box, I didn't think he had it in him. But funny story, he was naughty at school once, not long ago, real naughty to his mum. So I brought him in the gym. And I said, get your sparring, he's never boxed before. I said, get your sparring, and I'd only done what I taught him. I maybe been in a pad with him once, twice. I said, get your sparring stuff on. And I got a kid, 12-year-old, a bit older than him, to come in the ring, and I said, don't do too much, but beat him up a little bit, he needs to learn a lesson. And he couldn't do it. He couldn't beat my son up. My son actually had him off in a southpaw position, and I've never taught him this. And he just did it.
First time in a gym?
First time in a sparring ring, and he didn't, and he stayed in there. So maybe. You might see King Arthur Jr. coming through, little Prince Arthur coming through soon. I hope not, because I imagine it's scary. But yeah, man, we'll see.
Well, Lyndon, it's always a pleasure catching up. You always give us some of your time when you're available. Good luck. You got the victory tonight, and move on and we see what happens from there.
Shout out to Liam as well, man.
100%.
His career, whatever he decides to do next, going forward. Shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the man that helped me in the with the recovery place.
Yeah.
And Shout out to everyone that's bought tickets and comes and show support to us. We put a good show on tonight and we got the job done.
100%. Both your stocks rise, even defeat for Liam as well. He'll go on now and get another show as well, and you'll kick on. So, Lyndon, appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.